Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Okay. So let us begin with a brief introduction of yourself.
Yes, sir. Myself, Nandha Kumar from Bengaluru. So I'm currently pursuing my engineering in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning course from IKS College of Engineering, Bengaluru.
So how did you come to know about the IKS Internship Program?
My college gave information about the internship. Sir.
Okay. What actually made you interested in this IKS Internship Program?
IKS Internship means it is the Indian knowledge system which describes about our ancient culture and the traditions that was followed thousands of years ago. Okay. So I was fascinated to study about it. So that made me interested.
So for your IKS internship, you had to choose a particular topic. So what topic did you choose and how is it significant for IKS?
So the topic which I chose was Zoopharmacognosy, which means animal self-medication, which was described in ancient texts and literary works. So it is basically about how animals treat themselves using plants, which they have not come in contact with frequently. So they use it only when they have any health issues to treat themselves.
So this is something new in modern thinking, but it was there in ancient days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was actually mentioned in many literary works and scientific works, Sanskrit works. But recently, this term zoopharmacognosy was coined. Okay. I think in the year 1993 it was coined.
Okay. So, which is recently, in modern thinking, it is a modern way of scientific thinking. It is a new topic, but very old in our literature.
Yes, sir. In our ancient literature.
Right. So what books did you search, to get the ancient Ayurvedic understanding of what is today known as zoopharmacognosy?
So actually I selected a handful of books which were Atharva Veda, which is a Sanskrit literary work, and Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, which were Ayurvedic texts, and also Raja Nigantu and Dhanvantari Nigantu. And actually I could read the relevant portions with the help of my mentor from the books regarding zoopharmacognosy.
So then what did you find from these books? What were your major findings? What did you find out after reading all these books?
Yes, sir. In Atharva Veda, it was clearly mentioned that the medicinal properties of plants were first discovered through this animal self-medication. So many plants were discovered at that time. Their medicinal properties came to the knowledge of the Vedas, Puranas. So these were clearly mentioned in Atharva Veda. And in Sushruta Samhita, it was mentioned that the physicians have to learn from forest dwellers that how animal self-medication takes place and about the medicinal properties of plants. And in Dhanvantari Nigantu and Raja Nigantu, so it was clearly mentioned that we have to learn it directly from the people who live in forests and also the animals, which by observing the animals also, that was a great source of knowledge.
Yes. So how do you relate it to the modern studies on zoopharmacognosy? What do you learn? How do you what information do you get from the modern scientific studies of
modern? Yes, sir. This was started in the later stage, around 1993. This term was first coined in. So later, people started working on zoopharmacognosy. Researches were taking places, and many new activities were observed by the plants and animals. So these were one of the activities which was observed keenly was the sparrows, which were collecting tobaccos and cigarette butts, and to line it around their nest to prevent the attacks of insects and pesticides. So later, when this phenomenon or this activity was observed, the researchers came to know that the tobacco, the nicotine which was present in the cigarette butts, repelled the insects which were attacking the bird nest. So through this, and also another example was chimpanzees were eating a special type of It was a unique type of leaf which they were never having in their usual diet, to remove the pests or the worms present in their alimentary canal. So by eating that, they could remove such worms and insects from their food and their alimentary canal as well. So through such observations, people came to know, the researchers came to know about it, and they started publishing works on it. And researchers are still going on stuff. And also one thing which was keenly observed was many people think that research and the drug discovery actually usually happens in the laboratory conditions. But this observation has proved it or nullified that statement by stating that even drug discovery can be taken place outside the environment, such laboratory environments. In nature can be used as a great laboratory in discovery of drugs.
Okay. So finally, what did you conclude from all these readings of classical texts, Ayurvedic texts, and modern scientific literature?
So for drug discovery, leads are very, very important from plants. So zoopharmacognosy, which is animal self-health care, by observing the animals, by using the plants which they use, so we can get leads which are very important for discovery of drugs. So without these leads, it will be very difficult task to find out new drugs for the health issues. So zoopharmacognosy mainly gives us the initial lead for finding the medicinal properties of plants and also for drug discovery.
Great. So now, overall, what was your experience with this IKS internship program? Were you able to learn some new things?
Yes, sir. It was indeed a very interesting journey that I have been through this internship. So I learned many new things. Pharmacognosy itself, the name fascinated me to work on it. Definitely, I learned many new things with the help of my mentor. So it was really a great journey on working with IKS internship and also the Indian knowledge system. So it made me to further enhance my explorations in Indian knowledge system.
So yes, great to know that. I hope this is only a beginning. That I hope that you will use more opportunities in the future to explore more about IKS, which is our heritage, and the younger generation needs to know more about this. So I wish you all the best.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.